States of Matter, Class 5th, Chapter 6. Children, are you seeing the pic? Matter on the earth is usually in one of the three states. Either it is solid or liquid or gas. Children, now look solids. These are the pics of the solid. Bicycle, boat, ship or any other object. So these are the solid. Now look the pics of liquids. Children, we have studied solid, liquid and gases. We can tell when matter is a liquid because liquid don't keep their own shape. They don't have their fixed shape, but they have the fixed volume. They take the shape of the container in which they are poured. For example, three containers are given in the pic: beaker, conical flask and measuring cylinder, and the liquid take the shape of these containers, and liquids flow or pour. Oil being poured on a salad. The liquids, they have the tendency to flow when they are poured on any container or on any substance. Now look the pic, children. Sand, sugar and salt. These are the solid things, and when they pour, they don't flow and they don't take the shape of the containers in which they are placed. They have their own fixed shape and they also occupy fixed space. You can see from the pic also. A child is pouring sand in container, but the sand can't take the shape of the container. Now children, if we magnify sand or sugar, then they look just like the pic. So we can see that these are not liquids. Sand, salt and sugar. So these are made up of very small particles, and these particles have a definite shape. So these are the solids, and the solids have definite shape and definite volume. That is the characteristic property of the solids. They have definite shape and definite volume. And the reason I think all children know, because in solids the particles or molecules are very closely packed. Now there is a third state of matter, that is gas. And children, you are seeing a boy, what he is doing, he is blowing air into a balloon. And when air is blown into a balloon, then what happens? The balloon gets inflated. Now children, in the given slide, you are seeing balloon and a girl is making bubbles of the soap solution. A balloon or a bubble, so these are just containers that hold a gas, that is air. Inside the balloon or inside the bubbles, air is filled, and they are just containers for the gas. Children, there are other gases beside those present in the air, and these balloons which are shown in the pic, so they contain helium gas, and helium gas is much lighter than air, so the balloons, so they rise up and up in the sky. Gases don't have definite shape and definite volume. Air, like all gases, so it take the shape of the container and expand to fill its container. Whatever the space is available, air gets filled in it and expand it. Most gases, including the gases in the air, are invisible. Invisible means we can't see them. For example, a jar of air is given in the pic, but you are not able to see anything inside the jar, but it is filled with air. However, you do know air is there when it moves things, such as this windmill. A windmill is rotating, so we understand air is there. Wind means a moving air. When air is moving, then it is called wind, and windmill, this rotates due to the wind, and moving air is called wind. We can't see air, but we can feel its presence by the movement of the hairs, cloths, branches of the trees, when these are shaking due to air, then we can feel the presence of air. You can feel air when you use the gas in your lungs to blow out a candle. When we are blowing out a candle and it extinguishes, so we are using air here. Children, air is not one gas. It is actually a mixture of many different gases. And in the air, the different gases present, these are nitrogen, oxygen, and little amount of carbon dioxide, argon, and water vapor. In air, nitrogen is about 78% and oxygen is about 20 or 21%, and the rest gases, they are very, very little. Now children, you are seeing the peak of the pie chart, which shows many gases that together make up air. You can see the blue part. The blue part, this is of nitrogen and it consists of 78%. And the yellow part, that is of oxygen, 20%. Carbon dioxide, it forms the green part, and carbon dioxide and other gases, so they form green part. Water vapor, they form the orange part and they are 1%. Inert gases along with carbon dioxide, so they are present in 0.03%. Children, gases are hard to observe. Gases cannot be seen easily because they are invisible. They have no color, no taste, no smell, and we cannot feel them unless they move. Because all these gases are invisible, we cannot tell one from the other just by looking at them or smelling them. Here in the pic, jar of carbon dioxide, jar of nitrogen and jar of oxygen has shown, but we can't differentiate between them. But they are all very different gases and they have different uses. Children, about oxygen, we know we can't live without oxygen for a few minutes. If we are not getting oxygen, then we would die. And oxygen, this is also needed for things to burn. For burning, if oxygen is not there, then the things will not burn. And without the carbon dioxide, this is also very important, because if carbon dioxide is not there, then green plants, they are not able to make their food, and plants need carbon dioxide to make food. Children, this you know because you have studied photosynthesis. Nitrogen, this is present in abundance and it is inert gas. Inert gas means it does not react with any substance. And children, you know that fast food packets like chips, kurkure you purchase, so these packets contain nitrogen and these keep the food fresh. Children's, things burn much more quickly in pure oxygen than in air. If we are having pure oxygen, then the things burn more quickly. Air contains oxygen, but it is only 20% or 21%. In the pic, you are seeing the difference. Here, burning substance volcro, this is burning in the air, smokes and smells, but does not burn much because here air is only 20%. And in the second pic, the burning substance, so it is burning with pure oxygen, so it erupts in flame. Another common gas is carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide, this is needed by the plants for photosynthesis. And carbon dioxide, this do the one more function, so it helps in putting out fire. Oxygen is needed for burning, but carbon dioxide put out fire. It helps in extinguishing fire. Children, always remember the three states of matter. These are due to the difference in the arrangement of particles in these three states. You are seeing the pic, particles in the solids, they are tightly packed. There is no space between them. Particles in a liquid, they have some space, means they are not as tightly packed as the solid particles. And particles in the gas, they have much spaces, they are free to move, and their force of attraction is also very least. So this arrangement difference make the three states of matter.